Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. In this video we will see how can we convert a list of list to a flattened list in Python. So let's see an example of what I'm telling you. So let's say I have a list. Okay, I have a list and this is a list of list. So inside this another list, and basically this is a list of integers, another data inside it 4 5 6, and let's add another list 7 8 9. Okay, let's add 10 as well. So basically this is a list of 3 element, the next is a list of 3 element, and the next is a list of 4 elements. As an output I want, okay, the output should be a flattened list, basically a list of all the elements in each of the list. So it should be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, right? So how can we do this in Python? Let's say this. So there are two simple ways to do it. So first one is using a for loop, that's very much simple, and next is using the list comprehension. That's simple, but a little bit tricky. So let's see the first way. So I can say the new list or the new data should be a list, and what I can do is I can run a loop like for, and for sublist in the data. Okay, sublist will give, first it will give me this first list, then it will give me the second list, then it will give me the third list. So what I can do is I can add each element of each list into my new list. So how can we do it? So new data is a list, and list has a property called extend. Actually it's not a property, it's a method. So using this method I can pass another list or any data which is iterable, that is I can iterate on it. So it's a list, 1 2 3 is a list, 4 5 6 is a list, and 7 8 9 10 is a list. So that can be iterated. So what I can do, I can pass the sublist inside it, and when I print it, like if I print the new data, I will get this particular output. So okay, let's try how can we do it. Okay, I think let me open the folder, let me open this in terminal and close it. Okay, okay, sublime text, I close the sublime text by mistake. Okay, it's open now. Okay, so let me try to run this program. Python 3, the program name is flatten list of list underscore video dot py. Okay, so you can see I've got this output. Okay, let me write it, my output 1, right? So I save it, I run it, I got the my output 1 as this particular list, and it's the flattened list, right? So we got our desired output, right? So this is using the for loop with the extend method, right? How can I do it in a single line? I can do it in a single line using list comprehension. So list comprehension is a very powerful method in Python, which is like an alternative to a for loop. So let's comment this out. We have got this output. Let's do one thing. Okay, let's comment these two also. Now I want the new data to be this, but without for loop, just with the list comprehension. So I can say new data is equal to okay, it's a list only, so we can remove this, the list. First inside this list only I can use the loop, and basically this is called as a list comprehension. So I can say for sublist in data, right? Now for sublist in data, what it will give me, this is a loop, again this is a loop, and for each time it will give me the element of this data, that is a list itself, the list 1 2 3, next list 4 5 6, next list 7 8 9 10. But I want each element of the list, right? So what I can say, for item in sublist, and I can just add this particular item in my list. So let's see the output, and then we will see how it is working internally. right? So I can say output using list comprehension, right? Okay, I can say I can run this program. I got output using list comprehension as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So again my list is flattened, but how is this working? This is important to understand. Okay, so let's break it down. Just focus on this part. Okay, this is our first loop inside this list. This loop will run 3 times, right? Why? Because the data is having 3 elements: this first list, the second list, and the third list, right? For each time, like whenever it will run the first time, it will have this data stored in sublist. This code will run. Okay, so firstly the code, this particular second loop will run using the first element of the list. What is this sublist right now? It's 1 2 3, and when I say for item in 1 2 3, it will be firstly 1, then 2, then 3, and all these 3 items will be added in our outer main loop, because I have written item. Let's say if I write item plus 1, or I can say item plus 2, and I print it. So you will see each element is 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Each item is added 2. So that's a proof that this is the element, then this is the element, then this is the element we are getting. So firstly, okay, let me just remove it. Firstly, let's understand it again. Firstly, this will give us the first element of this data, which is the list 1 2 3. This will be going in this code. Here the sublist is having the value as 1 2 3, a list, and then for each item of this 1 2 3 list, it will be added to our list, the main outermost list. Once all the 3 items are processed and added to our list, what will happen? This loop will run again. It will give us the next data inside this particular list, the data list. It will give us the next element, which is 4 5 6, the list 4 5 6. Now this particular list will go in this code. This code will treat that particular list, and now the value of sublist is 4 5 6, a list of 4 5 6. Then each item, again I am appending to this outermost list. So after these two are processed, my new data will have something like 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? Next, this loop will run again, and this time it will run the last time, because only one element is left to be processed. So I have another element called 7 8 9 10. This 7 8 9 10 will be the value of sublist now, and for each item of the sublist, what I am just adding the value of item again. So the 7 8 9 10 will be added in my outermost list. So 7 8 9 and 10, right? So this is how you can flatten a list of list in Python. And first one is basically the simple method of using the for loop, and the extend, it's a 2-line code. If you want to do it in a single line, you can use this particular list comprehension, and then also you will get the desired output. I'll just run it again, and you can see the desired output is right here, right? It's not like you can just add item over here. You can add anything. You can say, okay, you can say just 1, and for each time it will add 1 in our values, right? So depends upon what is the requirement of our code. You can use this list comprehension or this flattening of lists in Python in this particular way. So if you find this video useful, you can comment it, a comment like, okay, you want some other video, I will make a video on that particular topic, and again we'll meet in the next video.